just looks like the LGD side just had a layer or two more of complexity that sort of just gave their draft more, like just more depth.
Yeah.
EG is just like, what's like their core game plan here, right? Oh, Arteezy will farm. We'll buff him.
Try to outplay him, right? The normally it seems to be, we just want to outplay you.
I will say from a carry player's perspective, I think like the other games we saw, that was a pretty decent indicator of like the pace of the mid game and who went ahead. So despite the fact that I kind of like Fnatic's game plan, I have to believe EG's same team they've always been, predicate themselves on like snowballing the lane quite easily. Possibly, dude.
We see the same ogre build we saw in the first game, just the stout Orbit Venom, one set of tangos. We do see a smoke. We don't see many smokes anymore out of the base. They want to get something down. They have DuBu with a ward. Obviously, they have the lockdown if they need. Dark Willow as the sentry. Doesn't look like they'll find anyone. Well, Arteezy is chilling here. Has a ward of his own.
It's like ogres are just
30 seconds to
bills.
Yep, makes sense. You don't need mana if you're...
And Bloodlust.
Yeah, like, you also don't need health regen. 5 points.
Pretty damn good.
That's...
I didn't realize it was that high. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like...
This just doesn't look right. 3 heroes in the bottom room tree. They're all the same.
Like stunning.
Just stun
like
them.
Single target stunning.
I'm gonna say they're all single target disables, but they don't really have anything on Fnatic that like they don't have some multi-target type hero.
I feel like the innate survivability of draft below ult, like that.
So the fact that they have like AOE combo team fight with the mag
and they
with
just
Willow.
tank through. You're not going to be able to just immediately execute a kill as EG. You're gonna have to. It'll take time.
We'll see how this first level, middle one, looks like SumaiL wins the block battle here.
As he often does.
Fire. Last hit. I love just watching middle. Nothing more soothing than just watching people last hit.
Hey, this is SumaiL versus Abed as well. You ask for a match.
And this was, I mean, this was one of the biggest matchups in NA for a while when he was on Digital Chaos. And it does look like there's a full tri-lane coming up top, though. We got iceiceice, DJ, as well as DuBu. And it looks like they're doing some crazy stuff, pulling the creeps away. Fly. He's gonna try to take him. Will he make it? Looks like it.
Maybe this is the approach to Ogre. Just like let your carry get solo farm for a bit. Give him the levels underneath the tower. Now that lane's gonna kind of hang out. Usually it does this on the... And that's exactly what they're doing, so... See the idea behind it, because you're not gonna beat the Ogre. Not ever killing guy. As Kyle said, even when you guy, you're just expending so much resource. Like, he just comes back.
Remember, like, it's like an offlane Abaddon from, like, a year ago, but, like, way better in lane with a stun.
Yeah.
You can't deny yourself, but... Okay, well, it's not really the same at all.
You're giving... It's the same, except for 9
it's just completely different.
Dude, what is... We've got some creeps just running all over the map. DuBu's taking these the long way. Arteezy was trying to pull him to connect him again,
It's called the scenic route, I believe.
Taking a... You guys hikers or no?
Yes.
Of course you are.
Well,
that's such a BSJ.
Dude, I love hiking.
Dude,
I'm with you.
I'm a
My mom loves
splunker.
hiking,
A splunker? You've never been splunking once in your life.
No, I haven't. That was a BSJ voice.
Oh, okay.
He's tell me you haven't explored a cave, BSJ.
I have not explored.
You know what? I lied. I bet you play golf.
I do.
I play golf.
Yep. Not very well, but I play golf. Define play, you know? It's like, do you play Dota, you know?
Yeah, you seem like you'd probably do better in a sport with time.
So why did SumaiL just leave the regen down here? Does he assume, like, why did he leave it down there? Because he walked down there. Is he just gonna go pick it up after he pushes
The lane
this?
bottom is like kind of controlled by crit, right? Like you see how he's zoning the Willow for the most. He's kind of like a barrier that he knows that DK's not gonna walk for it. Use up more resources before.
Emergency, Grant. You got to change the order. Last hit's enough.
Yo,
oh my god.
There we go. There we go.
I looked at it and I just.
You couldn't do it. Wonder what happened. Someone must have touched my computer. You know, I'm usually perfect with the observing, so obviously someone else made a mistake somewhere here, but, you know, I won't call anyone out. Yeah, it was Kyle. He set me up just to call me out. He's like, I'm gonna get this dumbass.
I'm gonna bring attention to it since he hasn't noticed.
Oh my goodness! And now after that, well, they get crit down bottom. Looks like we just throw it down. You get the stun in the bramble.
Yep. I was gonna say this jug pick is nice in the sense that at least you have kill potential. You were talking about why we don't want to kill the ogre, but at least you don't expend too much, right?
Yeah.
Of course they get port there, but you can't ever trade against ogre. You need kill lanes to beat him.
Yep. And even then, you're like, look at this. He doesn't have spin yet. Down for 4 seconds, and he has 8 stick charges.
Well, he's getting run at. I don't believe. Oh, and there's a healing ward.
I feel like he could have like ran the other direction, like just left.
Did DuBu block him?
I think DuBu
any path, right?
I think the pathing. Yeah. Yes, I believe that's what happened actually. 100%.
That's a rough one because you get crit first blooded, but then all of a sudden you just lost your carry when you probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. So just to clarify, because I know there's a lot of new viewers, a lot of noobs chat.
Hello.
What we're saying is, so DuBu TP'd, but like was blocking the.
He was right clicking somewhere to the left of where DuBu TP'd.
Yeah, exactly. So if DuBu's standing like, DuBu's like right, I think like, you get it.
And then he's like doing some sort of like over here figure eighting. Yeah.
And the way pathing in Dota works, like he still tries to take you to that location, but it can't.
Blocked.
So it finds
the direction you're trying to go. Yeah.
And you know what's good about that? Phase boots.
Oh.
Another good use for that great
item. You know
item.
what else is good? Binding a direct movement key in your options. It allows you to move in a direction regardless if the path's blocked.
But even then, like, if you're in the moment right there, you're not going to realize you're getting blocked by a support who just TP'd in. Because the problem is it went from not being blocked to blocked. You know what I mean?
Maybe you should just play with more Legos.
Well, but is he going to get both the range creep denies? He does.
Oh, value stuff. He's just 1-1-3ing it up with double bracer. I like it.
This is how you play against the. This is why you're favored, because you just tank the damage, and as you just saw, you just stun for denies.
This is like a timber saw type.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just chilling.
But Ember just can't get denies, especially with the double bracer build. Like he's 1300 health.
Belt of strength.
Yeah. This is great, and I feel like this is ideal for Fnatic. You're going to be able to control the tempo of this game. Another issue with EG's lineup, where's the tower damage? They've absolutely none. They're effectively, to your point, Grant, you know, they came into the game saying, we're better, we're going to be better, and we'll win the game.
I just want to point out that a really cool move by Abed here, flying out a Sal, full health with, be sure his plan is to like tank the tower. Yeah, that's a really cool little.
You got the siege unit.
Yeah, like I think this is something I wouldn't have expected him to.
Definitely not something you would.
Yes. This requires like 2 or 3 steps ahead.
See? Looks like they're going to fight for the 6-minute rune, actually. SumaiL goes forward. There will be a stun. They're going to move on forward. DuBu looks to fall here and will go down. Is a rune picked up bottom? It's actually DJ will scoop up an invis rune. See if they want to get something. Abed.
Oh, I like this. He's going to try and defend his catapult.
Yep, if he can. Looks like he can for now, at least.
That's really cool heads up play. You don't want SumaiL to just use that flame guard to get next wave.
And they're going to bring even more to defend this. They just want to push this tower. They know what they want. Bottom lane. It is an invis on DJ still. S4. It's a tough kill, especially since he will be level 5.
He's not level 6 yet on Jug either.
Not there's going to be the stun. Jabz not going to be level 6. Will they just run at him? There's going to be the stun. Will he spin, try to get this kill? He's just going to run around. He is spinning, but I'm pretty sure he just loses right click bell. There's going to be 2 TPs coming in. There's a healing ward as well, just juking around. They're going to move forward. Jabz in a little bit of trouble. They do lose the vision, though. Wave of Terror is actually going to miss. There we go, though. Fly will find him, and they get a kill.
He aggroed the tower right before he spun. So
he tanked like 6 tower hits. But look at this middle lane, Abed. He protected his siege unit you talked about, Kyle. Now he might just get a tower.
The idea of the siege unit protecting is it's so much pressure being created in the minute that EG responds somewhere else like they did. So even though they died bottom on Jug, like it's the ideal like way of doing this is to not die on Jug, but you're trying to force EG elsewhere so that you can do exactly what's happening mid. Tower is gonna maybe get denied, maybe not. Nope, it goes down to the catapult.
Oh, will they look for a kill here? There's going to be a wave of terror coming out, but guess what?
That's 4 heroes. TP. That's 4 heroes, and they just walk away. So that's really, like, despite the death on Jug, I think that was really well played by Fnatic, just because the idea is by keeping that catapult alive, it's like this looming threat. Like, as long as it's alive...
Middle's pressure.
Yes, exactly. And
it's still alive, my friend. It's going for tier 2. It wants blood. It wants more.
Okay, I don't know about that at 7.5, but I like the enthusiasm.
I love me some siege.
I think this is we're going to see the entire tournament. Playing around these catapults early, finding the objective.
Ooh, Root will end up hitting on Fly. There will be a Bramble. Look at that. Nice. The breeze fire from the low ground. It's level 2. Gonna get the stun of it, and now this will be a kill.
That was sick. They're playing real nice right now.
Fred's Vlad's on.
I love that.
I'm like mixed feelings. Like, you know, most strength heroes nowadays just go phase boots. Mag goes like. The fact is, he's more of like a lane player, and treads are probably the best boots for Mag. And then you have armor problems, and he's going flat. So.
Yep. It's just also more damage amp. It ensures it's just like that jack of all trades item.
Yeah, I mean they nerfed Empower a long time ago to make it 10% less damage. So now you just buy Vlad's.
So do you guys like just Fnatic moving around the map kind of as this 4 or 5?
Yeah. See, compare top, look tower dead, look bottom.
Let's look.
There's a significant difference in the way these teams push towers.
Surprisingly, he is doing it, dude. Level. Oh yeah, okay. He's only doing level 2 Bloodlust. It's not max last time, but yeah, they're not going to go for this.
They don't even need to defend it. It's just
defending itself. It's like, I got this.
Yeah. I'm surprised that no one's coming down here though. Like there's heroes in the area. Fnatic's at the shrine. Are they gonna live?
S4 has a soaring, by the way. Like he's not going for the Midas. He had like 1,200 gold saved up and went blade of attack plus fully invested in knocking Midas.
Arteezy? I thought iceiceice might try.
See them right click each other. Arteezy not too scared yet, as you said though. Could just get ulted by Mag, right click down.
Generally speaking, the Lifestealer matchup for Lifestealer Jug is Lifestealer favored for like 3 items. Jug.
Is there ever an item build Lifestealer can go to not do that, or just all the builds pretty much get countered?
From what I understand, like by playing it out, it's mainly just the attack time is the problem. Like they're both heavy right clickers. Jug has 1 point. So,
and he's an agility hero, so eventually
he naturally just gets more attack speed without having little attack speed.
Oh my goodness, there's gonna be the multicast into the death. Phase boots, soul ring, plus that wave of terror. This S4 does a lot of damage.
A problem.
Dude, he's a lot scarier than, I mean, Chalice won that game, but like this ogre, he's already
playing
ready.
it like a core. Like, the Chalice one was more of a 4-position ogre.
Like the secret style, as you said, yeah.
So far, so good, I'd say, for Fnatic, but he's still with the lead. I think it's kind of, it's really the offlaner disparity. That's where the network.
Watching right click battle going on. There's going to be open wounds.
You can't ult because go over an infinite.
Honestly, I like the way Arteezy's though. He's forcing this to happen. What's happening right now?
Is he dead?
Yes.
He's just
That's
dead?
all because Arteezy just spent the last like 3 minutes running a jug every time he went up to him. That was like building up over the course of 3 minutes, which is really cool.
A lot of that, though, if you check out the ward on their own shrine, that's what's allowed Arteezy to play this way because he knows where iceiceice has been, farming jungle instead of threatening an RP top.
So anytime he moves this way, I'm backing up. Anytime he's not, I'm hitting you.
Yep.
I was discussing this with Gunnar because Gunnar has some like pretty crazy moves that he makes where he just randomly runs for heroes, and he's like, if I see heroes and I think I can run into them, I do it. It's like, it's just the same thing when you're farming. One of the highest skilled things to do as a player is knowing that you're allowed to just run at a guy.
Yeah.
Based on the information you have, the information he has.
It's always, it's funniest thing, it's probably the easiest way to identify bad players in like pro matches. Like I remember games like in NA qualifier against like Leviathan or something.
Yeah, some
I'd like TP
like
bottom, tier 2.
7,
I'm like a 5-position Jakiro, right? And they just back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I'm casting spells at the wave and they're afraid of me. And you got to be willing to, you know,
risk
push the envelope. Yeah, you got to play with risk.
Am I right? Like,
yeah, you gain information by taking risks. If you just continuously play passive, give the enemy team space.
Okay, we are smoked up on EG. Probably looking to rotate to this ogre. Kind of like we talked about, this ogre's a problem. He's constantly pushing lane, and he's electing to go Midas after these like early game power items, and this enables his team to play around him like this.
Look at that, the catapult's still alive.
Bloodlusted.
Let's make a move around it.
Bloodlust catapult.
Creep wave, they're making this move. This Willow's getting dope.
They might be making an alternate off because he knows about to show. Really good play by Arteezy.
Here we go. DJ still in there. Wave of terror misses, but they find him now. The sleight of fist is there. They're going to move over. There is going to be a terrorize, it looks like. Who's going to be on? Nope. Cancels it out.
That was so well played.
There's going to be a stun. It looks like Fly will go down here. A lot of TPs. 3 of them.
That was actually perfect. You could see, so like, they make this smoke move. It goes a little too long. The window to make the play has closed, so they bait it and immediately back. Like that's exactly how you have to play that scenario as EG. They force the rotate back bottom. Really cool.
Okay, this DK has the blink dagger if he wants to go. He's not buying it yet. He buys it. Is this like, what do you do with this now? You just smoke up, get a kill, or do you just run around with +1?
You just make some plays. Get a couple kills, look to do Roche around that 18-minute mark or so.
I think your primary plays around Jug. Like anytime Jug has Omni, you just need to play on the same side of the map as him. So what Lifestealer was doing earlier, possible anymore.
I think a key point here is that the Fnatic lineup, specifically their 1 and 2, are very level dependent. You want 12 on Jug and 12 on Abed before you do anything crazy. It really only what?
The Jug level 12 is not nearly as good.
Why is that?
It used to be that when it was flat Omni / damage. Really twice.
Oh, well, it's literally just 0.25.
Yeah, it's like virtually. It's funny that you said it because like I was literally like, oh, I'm level 12 on Jug, I'm strong now.
Let's go.
And then I looked at this and I was like,
wait, I get 1 extra. All right.
It's still like nice damage output, but it's like it used to be that like level 12 was
like plus 600, not plus 150.
Yeah, exactly. So it is still a ton of damage with the Empower, but you just want to play around Jug in the sense that you want this map pressure of the 2 heroes, the carries, farming. You want one of them to be pressured.
It's like some sort of gank going on middle. They will get bowled down.
This Willow TP is actually invincible this game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like there's no way to stop it.
Lift someone else into it.
Yeah, okay.
That's about it.
Or lift a creep, yeah, okay. Does that mean you don't level?
Oh. I'll think. And I'll disagree.
I will.
No, yeah. So what's Rubik looking at this game? Is he just steel breathe fire? I'm gonna farm creeps. Is there like any just like a Crystal Maiden ulti or something in a team fight he wants?
I think it's the RP primarily.
RP.
Yeah, especially against Mag Jug. Like it's just a game changer.
There we go. Sorry, net worth. Look at that. We are pretty much dead even here. Experience a little bit in favor of Fnatic by about 600-700.
This
so
Willow
very
is
even.
unkillable, actually. Think about it. They have to get the Rubik lift on the Willow. And
here's the Yules. Oh, there's the Yules now. Will be a Bramble on the ground. Will skewer. Uh-oh. There's going to be a swap, though. Will it save SumaiL? No, because the ulti comes out. And iceiceice.
that was sick.
DJ?
That's DJ.
Come on.
The nerf on Side of Fist is a huge deal in the Willow Ember matchup now. Because if you Yules him into the Bramble, he actually just can't do anything.
And you can't, I do not believe you can cast. Like, even if you have a Remnant up, you can't get out, can you?
You can cast the Remnant, but you can't go to the Remnant.
No, but I mean, if you have one up already and you get Yules, a Bramble underneath.
No, I don't think you can.
Because there's a couple, there's sometimes you can, but...
I don't think you can, but I'm not 100%.
I don't think so either. No, I'm thinking blink. You can blink out of it before you get Brambled. You can't Remnant out before Bramble.
Well, we have a lot of dire heroes moving this way, but I think iceiceice, he's going to try to make it out, but it looks like he might just be left to the wolves here, and yep, will be. S4 hits him with the multicast. Crit takes the kill.
Jug empowered?
No, he's still
not.
obscure.
Okay. I'm saying, like, it's
gotcha,
like...
gotcha.
While iceiceice is dead, if
that's
what
matters. As long as you can die, but make sure I'm buffed.
Yep. Playing with Cap on Crystal Maiden, and he died. I think it was Cap, and he died. And I was like, I need to buy back for the...
Did he?
Well, bad teammate.
Yeah.
I would say anyone not listening to BSJ.
If you don't understand why I need that mana regen, then like...
You probably don't get Dota.
You don't know why you're playing.
Smokes up.
See.
It's a big fight.
We have, it looks like just no Magnus ulti, no Jug ulti as well, so the only 2 down. We'll see if EG wants to commit on that. Oh, get to go uphill, get to find one. There will be a spin. Has to just run away. There's a swap available. Uh-oh, there's going to be the Yules. Arteezy's actually going to run into it. There's going to be feared hits onto 2 of them in the back. There's an ulti from the Crystal Maiden. SumaiL gets blown up. Arteezy, he ran in there. Now he's going to get right-clicked. Has the armlet, though.
Keeping...
Yeah.
That was a sick play by the Willow, too. The fear at the back rather than the top.
But don't you guys remember the song?
Which one?
What's the song?
If I were an Oscar, what? What?
No,
Oscar Mayer.
Don't walk up the high ground with no...
Oh, yeah.
And then you repeat
classic.
that for 10 hours or so?
And they walked up the high ground.
Classic blunder.
It is.
Grant.
And look at this. There's going to be a Roche contained, but look at this. Abed, he's ready. They're going to look for Fly. Fly might just go down. There's going to be an ulti actually coming out from the Juggernaut. Kills the illusion, and now they're going to turn around. Crit.
He baited the RP, so it couldn't be stolen.
And now look at that. Ogre Magi. Guess what? You're just down in Fnatic. They are looking good, and as you said, they're just going into Roche. They've already taken a little bit of it.
And where's EG's team fight? That's the concern. But I want to reiterate, like, he canceled the RP twice. Crit, you have to get the steal off right away.
Or else he'll just cast Empower.
Exactly. Like, he's experienced enough to cover, so he just gets juked. And that's all Ice has to do here. It's better that he doesn't use RP if it means Rubik would steal.
Let's see what happens here. They're actually going to try to move. There's going to be a lot of damage going to the Magnus. SumaiL actually misses his remnant, but Arteezy will still pick up the kill. And as you said, unkillable when he just TPs out like that. And SumaiL, he's going to move forward. He is a double damage. He says, DuBu, I'm sorry, my friend. You baited me uphill once. You're gonna die for that.
Yeah, there's no Omni Slash, no DK ultimate. Like, you're just not afraid of anything. It's really important that they punish these long rounds. And he has to go BKB on Ember. I think this is correct, but in these like previous matchups, like, the reason why Ember used to be first rounded is you didn't die to Willow, Yule's, Bramble. Like, these heroes that just root you. Die to that previously, but now you're actually killable. Died twice now due to that nerf. Drastic nerf when you think of it. Jug has the SNY, and I don't know, what does he go? Does he go for the Maelstrom? Does he go for just stat items like Scotty Butterfly?
Why do Jugs not just go Maelstrom first anymore?
Most Jugs tend to go, but you have the mag, so it's like...
So you just want stats maybe, or damage?
Yeah, generally stats are the best with mag. Just every stat is 40 better for your... But I don't know, we'll see. Like, he doesn't have to build any items. Yeah, he's just going Scotty. The way I look at this game is you don't need an item. So kind of just go what feels good. Make me tankier, make me move faster.
I love Scotty against melee cores as well, and you're playing against 3 of them. It's just, there's no reason not to do it. And you're also playing against Lifestealer, so Arteezy will have a really hard time going head-to-head. And in addition, just to kind of break this game down a bit, it's quite even. We're about to hit 20 minutes, 8-8, gold experience near dead heat. EG, low cooldowns, you got to abuse that. Find windows where Fnatic's ults are on cooldown, like they did around that mid tower. If you're Fnatic, you want to find this next opportunity to force a team fight, execute, and immediately move into the Rosh.
We bounty runes. Looks like Fnatic, they're going to pick up 4 bounty runes here. That's a lot of gold. All of a sudden, it went from a less than 1,000 gold lead for EG to 2K lead for Fnatic. Thanks,
not
runes.
Even anymore.
So my question is, would you rather be an empowered Jug or an bloodlusted Lifestealer?
Well, would you rather have fingers as long as your toes, or toes as long as your fingers?
I'd rather have as long as my fingers. I could climb.
How would you wear
shoes? I could. I mean, I'd custom. I'd obviously have some unique skill beyond like a show on
Crocs.
in Vegas, you know. I'd be on like a show in Vegas as like one of those like crazy climb people. I'd have enough money.
I'll think.
But if I have like stubby fingers, what am I gonna do with that? But to answer my own question, because you didn't answer it, I'd rather be the Jug because you have like all this AOE team fight.
Thank you. We have some sort of possible fight going on right here. Whoa, Abed goes uphill immediately. iceiceice is down there. He is pretty damn tanky. Fly will get the swap out. Crit's gonna get saved. Venge. Well, he just gets ready to back out. There's going to be a 2-man. They get the Empower. SumaiL's here. The ulti isn't hitting from Crystal Main. Actually, Crit steals it. It's hitting above, but it won't matter. Arteezy already goes down. S4 gets brought down as well. What a fight for Fnatic. Will they get one more? They sure as hell will. It's going to be a 4-for-0 with an Ogre buyback in. From this game's even to a 2K to a 4K lead, and that's Fnatic.
They're just playing perfect. EG, you don't have initiation. Fnatic, they just go. And there's no way you're going to be able to team fight them as EG unless you get an RP steal. There's no other way.
This feels a little bit scary, right? You're not taking it the quickest. Maybe you're taking it quick enough.
They have sustain with the Blads. And DK is like super tank. But you're not taking any damage. Usually these go badly when the opponent contests and you're half.
They will need to try and zone out EG though, who are just beelining forward, but it's only Ember that can really enter the pit.
And he's not alive yet. So it looks like they will just get a free Roshan here. Dude, Abed playing so well this game. iceiceice as well, another 2-man, no blink, right? Just skewer into an RP.
And I'm glad to see it, because if Abed has any flaws as a player, I've always felt like he didn't necessarily underperform at lands, but it feels like those typical tier 1, like the S tier mids, like the Miracles, the SumaiLs, like they had an extra level on land, and it never felt like Abed would like hit that. But so far, I'd argue he's played flawlessly.
Pretty standard build, blink, BKB into an Assault Kyrus. And now this is when you want EG to make a move, right? None of the cooldowns are up, but the problem is where.
Deso on Arteezy, not going for the Radiance anymore, but Deso against, a DK of Lads, like you're gonna have that canceled out by the AC.
Oh, well, here we go. Wave of Terror will hit too. Abed is there. There is going to be a stun. Fly will get a swap out. Arteezy is going to try to fight now. He does get a lot of HP back. That will be a healing ward. Arteezy will bring it down. They get the mech off, and now look at his sustain, though. Arteezy is just going to go down. There's a second thing of swap. It won't matter. There's going to be a fear on 4 of them. Fnatic is just running over EG right now. It's a beatdown. S4 gets a kill on the Jug, but guess what? I have an Aegis. I don't care. They're just going to pick up another, and oh my goodness. It's a beatdown.
I don't want to... I don't know, guys.
Oh, close.
Fnatic was a lot of teams, a lot of people's weakest, one of the weaker teams here, according to predictions. They are not looking that way. However, I'm really curious as to your guys' opinions on the EG draft. Like, is this Fnatic outplaying, or is this them having a window to do so? Like, do they have the easier time playing this game?
I don't know how else to say it other than like you pick this light, like you have two hard carries that are buffed up by their team. You have like the Venge Ogre, you have the Mag CM, and I would just so much rather play Jug in this game because they have so much AoE counter initiation. Like if you commit with Lifestealer onto a target, you have to be so scared of if you don't rage instantly, you just get stunned by DK. If you do rage, you get RP'd, and then
or Scotty'd.
Oh yeah, or Scotty'd. And if you're Jug and they lift you and like try to kill you,
you've got
the rest of your team kills them.
Yeah.
And so
they use all their stuns on you. There's none left.
Yeah, and then the DK is also like a source of damage with the Empower. Yeah. So it just feels so much easier to play Fnatic's draft. Like I said, like I could have seen EG snowballing the lanes, but they didn't do that. And like you said, they do have just point-click stuns on one hero. Team fights, you're just not gonna win. We have that.
I also just, the EG lineup, it's sort of like 3 supports, whereas the meta feels a lot more like people running 4 cores.
Yeah.
This is very much more just a, you know, Arteezy SumaiL show.
Right now, the show is not online.
No. But I pointed to the draft, like there's no team fight. It's similar to the previous series. We're like, all right, well, if this is a 5-on-5, all heroes have their spells up, we know who's gonna win it. And Arteezy now on the retreat. Did he not have TP?
I think he was worried about iceiceice.
Yeah.
We'll make it out though. Just hops in, fly, and gets the hell out. 9K lead now for Fnatic. This Juggernaut, as you said, pretty much feels unkillable. So many stats, has status resistance, and going Butterfly next.
So a lot of the way carry matchups work is if one hero has to itemize to counter the other, and then the other hero can counter, just itemize to feel good, then the hero that itemizes to feel good. So what I'm saying is, Jug doesn't actually have to ever build items to deal with Lifestealer that are like inconvenient for him. Well, Lifestealer has this Deso, right? Like you're canceling that Deso out with your stat items, and you're tankier. This Lifestealer didn't actually benefit from the Deso for his own game.
Do you use that philosophy in real life as well, or just Dota?
So like, how would you apply that to real life?
Buying items to make you feel good.
So like, what kind of items make me feel good? What kind of
we got a team fight.
We might have one. Abed, he just pops the BKB. They're going to turn it around. This is a level 3 dragon, by the way, the Frosty boy himself. But
if anybody knows what Kyle's actually like hinting at right now, I have no. I'm like, is this an innuendo? Is this like random BS question? I'll figure it out later.
He'll make you figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I'll
show you some links later.
Thank you.
Well, DuBu.
And now BSJ, by the way, he's thinking golf clubs.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking golf clubs right now.
So what do? If you are EG, you're down by 9K. I mean, all the cooldowns are pretty much up except for DK form.
You have single target burst. You just have to
find a pick off somewhere.
Yeah, like you have to start the fight 4v or 5v4, and if Fnatic plays it properly, they're just not gonna give that to you. But if you catch them with their pants down,
dude, I'm telling you, you want to predict games at home. If you put both teams, literally, if you look at draft, you look at games once they hit this 20-minute mark. Assume both teams have all their spells and items off cooldown, and they ran at each other bot TI style.
But actually casted everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
If both teams cast all their spells, who wins? And Fnatic does in a landslide in this game. And it's such a, you have to outplay them to win if you're EG, and it's just so difficult, I feel, with this just utter lack of team fight.
Well, the only way I feel like you can win if that's not the case is, like, meaning like you are able to force fights on your own, poke and prod, like, you know, like if you don't snowball the lanes, like we kind of mentioned, then if you walk at each other behind, you're gonna take fights on the other terms, and then they're going to cast all their abilities and they're going to win. So the only way you can make up for them being able to win by casting their abilities is by forcing fights where they can't. So that's not going to happen. And so he is queuing up the Basher on Jug. I wouldn't even mind if he just goes fly. Like, he had that queued up possibly as well.
I like the Basher.
Yeah,
I want him to have an item now, and also just more control. More importantly, more ability to go toe-to-toe with Arteezy.
Yep. It's not a feels bad item on Jug. You lock people down and gives you a little tankiness, a little damage.
Can we not use...
Why would he say?
He said a feels bad man item instead of just a bad item.
Hey, I'm trying to relate to my audience, but I'll tone it down.
Nah, I'm just kidding. You do you, man.
Dude, with the Solar Crest, this guy's just pretty much unkillable.
Yep, and they're just gonna wait for the next slow. They'd already took the top shrine. Once Jug gets Aegis, like, if they all end him on EG, maybe they could bring him down. But
Yeah.
if I'm saying if he has Aegis, you're never killing him twice. So it's like a guaranteed success plan. But meanwhile, play the map control game. Do this like sweep motion from top to bottom where you're like anybody outside of this base, like you're playing sheepdog to the sheep. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
At least somebody does.
Corral him on in.
Yep.
It just feels like EG, they're kind of just stuck in their own base right now.
I like this move by DJ. He's kind of just like playing with his food. If I have my whole team behind you, you have to be scared.
I thought he was a sheepdog. Well, now he's a wolf.
I mean, you literally changed your analogy like 7 times in the middle of a game. Think I'm allowed to do it?
Just
I'll
trying to keep
approve
you
it.
honest, BSJ.
I got grant approval.
Yep, the approval is there. And actually, most sheepdogs are descendants of wolves, so.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's what I was going for. Somebody understands me. It takes at least like pretty high IQ.
I'm at least over 40.
Yeah, at least 40. The bare minimum.
Finally, look at this. They're trying to get some bounty runes here. Over on the other side, though, Fly didn't even pick up the rune, and he's just gonna die. Stunned up an Abed from the low ground.
So much damage.
Yes. A little flying around you, killing everyone.
Yeah, it does. It does like 2,000 damage. If it hits you with everything.
This is not one of those games where she hoped to win the physical damage war. And you can see like the concept was, we're going to get our 2 cores ahead, SumaiL's going to be able to hunt stuff no problem, and Arteezy with the Ogre buff, with the Venge behind him, all these auras, he's going to be unstoppable. But if you fall behind, and this is where that DK last bit comes in, it's perfect. It's a playmaker, and Abed still hasn't died. 5-0-11 on all but 1 kill. Like, this is the dream for him. Roshan spawning soon.
It's like 1 minute, 20 seconds here. And you'll see they're just playing around it. They're clearing out the jungle, clearing out all the waves, and sticking around. Full pipe now on the mag as well.
And this is exactly how you want to play it. You're just going to camp this high ground now, and EG is going to be forced to smoke to try and defend this Roche, and you're going to find a stack of 5 enemy heroes.
Notice how they can never commit on this Jug.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna sit at least the Willow or the mag behind him, and you can't go on him.
This.
He made up with it. He made up with.
He made up. He got the good old triple cast.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, we totally. This is the first time we've seen Jabz play carry.
Yeah.
Like
At a
this
big
whole
tournament,
year.
yeah.
And how are you feeling about it?
Radiant's bottom tower.
Looking good so
We're
far.
gonna know. He blinks forward. There will be a stun though. We'll get fade bolted, but guess what? There's the glimmer. He's just gonna throw out the ulti. It looks like on the backside there's a fight going as well. There's gonna be a kill on SumaiL. There's gonna get the kill on Rubik. It looks like finally goes down. Elsewhere, it's Arteezy. Arteezy and SumaiL tried to jump into the backlines and get kills, and I have a feeling this game might just be a little bit over.
It's mega over.
No.
What a debut for this new lineup from Fnatic.
That's a 5. That's a 5-0 there. Gonna buy back though. It's TI. Always. As long as you're in the game, you have a chance, Kyle.
Hey,
Yes.
Something last year went down. You remember when there was that team that everyone thought was bad? They had their coach come in and replace a player.
Nope.
What happened to those guys?
I think they did pretty good, if I remember.
Huh.
Maybe they did the best, even.
Was it like top 5 they got?
It was
Oh, yeah,
up there.
yeah, they were top 5.
Okay, they were top 5.
There's a full Orca down the DK and still in the stash, but already purchased it. And there goes Rax middle. Oh, they're gonna head top.
This is a very good performance for Fnatic, but
the draft.
I think EG is still very much a sleeping tiger. This is they're a bit rusty, as they traditionally are early on in a tournament. I can expect them to learn from this one for certain.
First game of the day, you know?
Yeah. There's just too many variable, or too many, like, what is it, like tick marks, like missing from the draft, like no tower push, no team fight, like minimal wave clear. It's just too much single target. It's just a very difficult game for them to win. Especially once Fnatic that fight and got Roche.
Oh, they bait them going into Roche. They're just gonna blink forward now. It will be Fly. Just the 5 position. Hasn't gone down quite yet. He's just chilling, having a good old time. Will die finally. On the backside though, they're gonna look for one more, and guess what? They get it again. Ember is feared away. Does he go into the Bramble? No, he will pop his BKB now. Gonna try to turn it around. The Ogre on the backside is tanking up a lot of damage. Gets bashed up by the Jug spinning. SumaiL wants to at least get a kill on DJ. Can he? They finally get a kill. Arteezy though, guess what? Gonna be the next to fall there. Root will go down. They're gonna try to kill the Crystal Maiden now, but even with just that Glimmer Cape, so tanky. Is he gonna go back in? He is. SumaiL, they want this kill. They're gonna look. Crystal Maiden will finally go down. Crit and S4 on the back lines. Staying here. No Blink Dagger on the Rubik, and guess what? They found you. They had the ward here scouting him out the whole time. Now they just go into Roche, and this should be an easy one.
When I think of Crit's Rubik, I never want to see him with a mech.
Yeah,
like
he's a swaggy player.
He's a great, like, I think he's probably been EG. He's definitely the most consistent player this year, arguably their best. And he's playing one of his signature heroes without the ability to truly play it to its max potential. It just doesn't feel good to be a straight point earlier. What does it feel?
It feels bad, man.
You got the,
Brain Drex barely alive. They're just gonna go push bottom. They still have a tier 2 they have to take, but an illusion rune on this Juggernaut makes it a little easier.
I like how iceiceice is playing this mag though. He just got Vlad's solar.
He's like, I'll wait in the back.
He's not a team fight initiator. Yeah. We've got DK for that, you know?
He didn't even use his ulti last fight.
So a lot of people ask, like, how do people know when to build what items? And it's all about asking yourself what your job in the game is. Yeah. Like, usually mag is considered like this initiating team fighter. It's like, you have DK for that. Why not? Who else on mag's team builds these aura items? Nobody. So that's your job in this game.
I feel like a good itemizing properly is like having a good conversation. You know, you don't really, you can sort of have an idea of where it's going to go, but you got to let it happen naturally.
Yeah. So is that why, you know, my ability to itemize properly and find a date go hand in hand?
Exactly.
Okay. First, if I learn how to itemize properly in Dota.
That is honestly, dude, I love you to death, PSJ. Your itemization, it's so bad. It's so bad. And it's funny because he'll lose, right? And then after the game, he'll be chilling with his stream. It's like, man, I really messed up here. I should have gone for this, this, and this. And then know what he does next game?
Same thing.
Anyway, Kyle's losing it.
Fnatic's going high ground.
They're going to try to. Will they be able to finish it? Fly almost goes down, but won't quite yet. There's going to be a sheep actually onto the Ember Spirit. DJ with that sheep stick. There will be a swap out to help, but they're just bringing everyone down. There goes the Ogre as well. Crit will just run away. We actually see the G's do get called, and wow. Yeah. Fnatic, as you said, Jabz on the carry. You got DuBu on this Crystal Main. They behind, right? It was pretty even for a lot of the game, but it never felt like, yo, Fnatic, you got to get back into